Hey, it's Josh from the BitBlock, and here are 25 facts for Mario vs. Donkey Kong on Nintendo Switch. Number 25. The basic concept of this game is that Donkey Kong has stolen all of the mini Mario toys, and Mario has to navigate puzzle platforming stages to collect keys, move on to the next stage, and eventually save one of the toys that Donkey Kong dropped. There are also stages where you guide the mini Marios to collect letter blocks, and then eventually hop into a toy chest at the end. That's of course all followed up with an exciting boss battle with Donkey Kong himself for every world. Number 24, Mario has a good amount of moves that he can pull off in this game. You can do a handstand and walk around, followed by a couple of big double jumps. He can do a backflip to get some extra height. You can even climb up on ropes like in Donkey Kong Jr. Mario can spin around on bars and shimmy across them to other platforms too. There's a whole bunch of fun abilities in this game for our mustachioed buddy. Number 23, the Japanese toy company Epic will be releasing a mini Mario plushie alongside the release of the Nintendo Switch game. It comes in small, medium, and large sizes. I think the small one would make the most sense, but here's hoping they make little figurines that come in crystal balls too. Number 22, the enemies in this game are recognizable foes from the Mario universe, but this time they are displayed as little toys. Shy Guys, Ninja, Piranha Plants, Thwomps, and a lot more. Number 21, the toy Thwomps in this game have little cylinder faces that spin to change their facial expressions. I'm sorry, I had to point this out. I actually love this little update. That's so clever. Number 20, the game has 14 different worlds that range from a toy factory, a city, the jungle, a haunted mansion, lava-filled volcano, and more. Number 19, this May will mark the 20th anniversary of the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which released on the Game Boy Advance in the year 2004, so basically, this re-release is kind of like a little celebration for that milestone. Number 18, all of the animations in the game, of course, have been totally redesigned, but some of them are really kind of remastered and they do something different with them, like when you walk through a door, as well as when you grab a mini Mario at the end of a level. The game's got some pretty good animation going on. Number 17, the Game Boy Advance game has some little cutscenes that were, back in the day, really simple and they were just kind of like little still photos. But of course, in the Nintendo Switch game, we'll get to see these cutscenes fully animated in pre-rendered movies. It's really cool to see them, with this modern production value. Number 16, the Switch game's soundtrack is completely remastered. The original game has some very catchy tunes, so hearing them all remastered is gonna be pretty fun. Number 15, the voice samples for Mario are directly taken from the original game's recordings, so once again, we get to hear the one and only Charles Martinet as the voice of Mario and the Mini Marios, but it also sounds like they even used some unused voice samples that Charles recorded back in the day, so that's pretty interesting. Number 14, this remake of Mario vs. Donkey Kong has 130 levels, which is more than the original GBA title. Number 13, a new carnival world known in the Japanese version as Merry Miniland has been added to the Switch version. It features a colorful background of circus tents, Ferris wheels, and roller coasters. Number 12, a snowy winter world, which is called Slippery Mountain in the Japanese game, has also been added to the Switch version. It, of course, has some great winter wonderland vibes. I'm digging these. Number 11, these fluffy flowers that float in the air are brand new mechanics in the carnival world. They will blow wind in a specific direction that allows you to float in the breeze. They also seem to be associated with a red or blue switch to activate them. Number 10, in the Slippery Mountain world, you can slide on the ice, and if you crouch while sliding, you can get through narrow spaces. You can also toss the key, and it will slide on the ice as well. That will likely be used to solve some puzzles. Number 9, a brand new casual mode allows players to respawn at a checkpoint flag in the stage if you make a mistake, rather than having to completely restart the stage. Number 8, in the new casual mode, there is no timer, so you can play at your own laid-back pace. Number 7, the Switch version of the game features a 2-player cooperative mode, which is pretty exciting. One player will play as the one and only Mario, and the other one will play as the one and only Toad, even though obviously there's like a million Toads. But still, Toad's pretty cool. Not really sure why they didn't go with Luigi. Maybe Luigi was busy. Number 6, in the co-op mode, there will be 2 keys to find rather than just 1. So you'll really have to work together to play as a team. I like that. Number 5, the old present bonus minigames have been pretty much entirely updated from the classic GBA game. In this new remake, you will chase after floating keys as they try to fly away from you. You want to grab them as quickly as possible and open up a treasure chest to earn a lot of glorious 1-up mushrooms. Number 4, after completing a stage, you can unlock a special time challenge for each one. There is a specific time limit displayed in the top right of the screen that you have to complete everything by. Definitely something that's going to add replay value for people who want even more of a challenge. Number 3, the game will retail for $49.99 in America and 5,400 yen in Japan. Worth noting, the digital version of the game is a little bit cheaper than the retail version. Number 2, the Nintendo Switch game's file size is 2 gigs. And just for the fun of it, the original GBA version of Mario vs. Donkey Kong is only 16 megabytes. So 2 gigs compared to 16 megabytes. I mean, we've come quite a ways in terms of a video game's file size. And number 1, and perhaps most importantly, Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches for Nintendo Switch on February 16th, 2024. This year. I'm very excited about this one. Thank you guys very much for joining me on 25 facts for Mario vs. Donkey Kong coming to Nintendo Switch. I'll see you guys next time.